Well, it's the day's biggest political super scoop. Sources are telling Times Now that the name of the next BJP president could be announced this weekend. We've accessed inside details of the midnight manthans and hectic parleys that were on in the BJP camp late last night. Sources are telling Times Now that Home Minister Amit Shah and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh met JP Nadda last night. We also have source-based information about Prime Minister Modi's April 19th Jammu visit being postponed. And as per sources, hectic parleys are also on for a possible cabinet reshuffle. Two big decisions and a lot of activity in the BJP camp. My colleagues Pragya, Madhav as well as Mohit are joining us on the broadcast on what's expected. Pragya, we're told several late-night meetings have taken place, not just last evening, but also over the last several days. It's a big decision, not just a decision of the party president, but there could also be a cabinet reshuffle on the anvil. What are the details?
Absolutely right. And if you remember, when the new cabinet was sworn in, almost all the ministers held the previous portfolios. Like Jaishankar was MEA minister, Nirmala Sitharaman remained the finance minister, Mr. Amit Shah remained the home minister. You know, there was no change as such. It was status quo. And this is the time when they all were saying that there could be a very big cabinet reshuffle. And we are also hearing that this time when the cabinet reshuffle happen, it is going to be very big. In fact, major portfolios are going to be, and new faces are going to be brought in the cabinet. This reshuffle is going to be huge, is what we are hearing from our sources. Apart from that, obviously organizational polls are underway, and in fact we are also hearing that the new president name is likely to be announced by this weekend. In fact, if you remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had gone to RSS, Resham Bagh, and he was in Nagpur where he met the RSS chief as well. Important meeting vis-a-vis organizational posts are concerned. The name of the new BJP president was also concerned, because this time sources said RSS is going to have a say in who is going to be the BJP president, apart from the BJP leaders and elected leaders. So these two big organizational changes as well as cabinet reshuffle, they are going to take place very soon, is what we are hearing from the sources. We are also hearing that the new president could be announced latest by this weekend, is what the sources are telling us.
Okay, all right. So by this weekend, the BJP could have a new national president. And Madhav, like Pragya pointed out, in 2019, when the government had been formed, there were not many changes. The big faces remained the same. The big four were the same for the Modi government. What are the kind of changes that can be expected this time around?
Well, the specifics of that will only be known once the formal announcement happens. But what we can confirm is that at the highest levels of the BJP, whether we're talking about JP Nadda, whether we're talking about Amit Shah, whether we're talking about Rajnath Singh, at the highest levels within the government as far as the party is concerned. And we must remember the fact that both Amit Shah as well as Rajnath Singh, as former party presidents, also are amongst the senior most leaders of the party currently, who are, of course, part of the government. So their points of view in terms of how, they would, the various concerns would need in terms of representation of different regions, different communities, etc. All of that has to be kept in mind while discussing something like the cabinet reshuffle, and also within the party itself, movement of leaders from the party to the government, from the government to the party, so on and so forth. All of this is very much part of the entire consultation process whenever a reshuffle happens. So all of that on the cards at this point of time. We will, of course, have to see how things finally pan out in terms of the final decision that is taken. But yes, there are many factors that will have to be kept in play in terms of not just bringing in fresh faces, but also the fact that there are various states that are headed to elections, leaders from those states getting better representation in terms of the union cabinet, as well as, of course, increased responsibilities of those within the party itself. It will be interesting to see how, in fact, the new party president, once he comes in, will be forming his team as far as the BJP is concerned. But the first step in all of that will be the name of the new party president, and that will be very, very critical, because it's from there that everything else will flow as far as the BJP is concerned, and also, of course, in terms of who is going to be part of the government and not going to be part of the government is concerned. So very interesting developments that are stated to take place by the end of this week. This weekend is when we are told, when we are indicated that those announcements could possibly be made.
Okay, all right. We have senior journalist R. Rajagopalan also with us. But before I come to you, Mr. Rajagopalan, quickly want to bring in Mohit Bhatt as well. There are a series of victories that the BJP has seen after the Lok Sabha elections, Mohit. And if sources are to be believed, then there could be a big rejig. Not just in the cabinet, the president of the party could also be announced. And what could be the key factors that could go into the BJP deciding on the next BJP chief?
Well, Pratibha, yes, in fact, what we are being told is that latest by this week, what we can assure is that the new president could be announced by the BJP. Now, there are certain factors, there are several factors, in fact, that will be taken into the consideration by the BJP. Now, senior ministers who are part of the government, they could be accommodated in the organization after the new president is being announced to have a better coordination within the organization. Now, to also have a better coordination between the BJP and the RSS, we could have somebody senior, somebody who is close to the BJP and to the RSS as the new BJP president. So when the new BJP president comes, there will be a new team, new general secretaries, and general secretaries are also very important because these general secretaries are senior leaders of the party who also handle few states, who are the in charges of few states, and we know for a fact that how Bihar, how Bengal next year are going to the polls, and in a few years from now we will be having many state elections. So clearly that all will be taken into the consideration. We will have a new team, and the cabinet reshuffle will take place after the new president is being announced by the BJP. Now, when it comes to the cabinet expansion, cabinet rejig, we will have new faces inducted into the cabinet, and we also know for a fact that there are certain senior ministers who are having multiple portfolios as of now. Hence, those portfolios will be distributed within the people who will be inducted into the cabinet. The caste combinations will be taken care of when the cabinet rejig will take place, but that all will happen after the new BJP president is announced, and the sources say that could be announced by the end of this week. Now, the senior leaders from the ministry, senior ministers, they could also be accommodated into the organization to look into the parties who are functioning, day-to-day functioning, but that all will happen after the new president will come and he will form his new team. Back to you.
Okay, all right. So